Hey everybody, this is the Amerime Junkies podcast. And today we have Rich Creative Theory. He's got an anime production. We're gonna talk about it. It's gonna blow your mind.
Yes.
We got Comic Boss and Demon Engine here. That plus more on the Amerime Junkies podcast. Hey everybody, this is the Amerime Junkies podcast. Here today we have Rich Creative Theory, and he's here to talk to us. He has an anime currently in production, which is going to be which is awesome. Am I? And of course, we've got Demon Engine and Comic Boss.
Yo,
What up, y'all? All right. So a while ago, I came across your TikTok, right? And
right.
it showed this amazing black anime, and I've been trying to find it ever since. I'm like, yo, where can I watch this at? So
Mhm.
then I realized, man, that you actually have a Kickstarter to put it out. So tell people who you are. The name of your anime is called Broken Beat, and what is Broken Beat all about?
Okay, well, first of all, I appreciate y'all actually inviting me here. My name is Rich. I go by Creative Theory. That's my stage name. I'm actually a musician, so I'm using
Okay.
this anime as a medium to put my music out. But yeah, Broken
Dope.
Beat is yeah, you know what I'm saying. The music industry isn't the same anymore, so it's one of those things you got to try to figure out how can you get your music out, how can you separate yourself from everybody else. And me being an anime lover, I'm like, why not try to put the both together and see what you can make that's different from everybody else? You see? So, but going on the lines with that, but that's another story. But yeah, my name is Rich, Creative Theory. My anime is called Broken Beat. Now, Broken Beat, basically, it's about a protagonist, a father and son relationship to where you see, that dynamic between a father and son, to where the son takes the teachings of his father and goes out into the world and does what it is that he needs to do to, manifest his destiny, to save this world, because it's a alternate world than the actual world we're living in. So he goes out. He has to try to find Heaven's Gate. I'm trying to give some. I don't want to give everything, but he
Right.
has to find a place called Heaven's Gate to become a Knight of Eve. From there, he has to fight the Creator God to help
Mm.
set everything back in order.
Ah, that sounds
Mm,
amazing.
okay.
The the trailers you have put out, everything has looked amazing so far.
I
So,
appreciate it.
what made you go this route of putting all this work into creating an anime just
Mhm.
to showcase your music?
Okay, well, the music was one of the reasons why I did it. There's other reasons, if you want to go deeper with it. If you look at anime right now, current, we don't
Mhm.
have a lot of representation, and we're one of the main demographics that watch anime, that we put a lot of money, a lot of time into, and we don't really get anything back. See,
Right.
and the representation that we do see, for me personally, it doesn't really do us justice. You see what I'm saying? If you look at,
Sometimes it is not the best.
no, it's not at all. You know what I mean? And sometimes, like I tell some of my friends and colleagues that I work with, it may be reaching at times, but this is just me. If you look at some of the things like Afro Samurai, it's a
Yeah.
great, great anime. It's a great anime.
Yeah.
It's developed by a Japanese, animator. But if you look at it, what is the guy that's talking that's always saying Afro? Who is that?
Samuel Jackson
I mean,
or the
Samuel Jackson, but the
character.
actual character,
Right.
who is?
Ninja
Right.
Ninja.
But is he even? Does he exist?
No.
No,
So
No.
he's basically his mental illness.
he's literally an imaginary manifestation, so Afro can deal with his solitude.
Exactly, his mental illness. You see what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah. Yup.
Like
Yup.
Afro Samurai doesn't even have a personality really. We have to go off of this guy, and he's actually super goofy. You know, like,
Right.
again, now this is just my perspective on a lot of the things that we're seeing. Now, Yasuke that just came out, it's always having to depict a person's skin color. You see what I'm saying? And it didn't even go off of his life. It wasn't
Right.
even about Yasuke.
Right.
You
Right.
see what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah, yeah. They dropped the ball on that really hard because I thought we were gonna get more of an actual, life story,
His
but not
like a
this weird,
historical event.
fantastical reimagining
Hmm.
that left like a lot to be desired.
Right. It did
Like
really leave a void. Yeah.
a lot to be desired. I'm just like,
I was so
Right.
excited for Yasuke because I'm a fan of the historical figure. But yeah, I was disappointed by the anime to say the least. Like, what the hell? We got mechs and magic? This is not what I wanted.
it
This
And
is
he's
felt
like
not
a
like
what I
I was.
wanted.
super,
It
what's
felt
that?
like
A
I was in
bodyguard. That's
Afro
all he is.
Samurai.
Right. Right.
Hmm.
It felt like I was in Afro Samurai.
Hmm. You
Ironically,
know, it's just, it seems like there's always something missing. There's a piece that's always missing. Like in Attack on Titan, the brother that was in there, they always got to start talking about the skin color. Like, can he just be a character in the show? Why does it have to always talk about the skin color? You see what I'm
Right.
saying? And
Right.
then when you watch stuff like Baki, the newer Bakis, it seems like they always picking fun at us without, you know what I'm saying, right in our face without it being so covert. It's real
Yo,
overt the way they pick at us. Like, what's the big guy name? What's his name?
Biscuit.
Biscuit. Yeah,
Uh,
he's
yeah.
yeah,
he's like a straight up buffoon. You see what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
his
Ali
name's
Yeah.
Jr.
Biscuit. I
Yeah,
mean,
you
Yeah.
see what I'm saying? It's one of
Yeah.
those things. It's like they giving us some representation, but there's always something missing to be desired. Like, okay, we're giving
Even
it to you, but we're not giving it to you. You see?
even Muhammad Ali's son,
Yeah,
who they like point him up, but in the end he was like a joke. He's a
trash.
joke character. Trash.
He was trash. You see what I'm saying? It's just one of those things that I feel like, even in Naruto, you see what I'm saying? It's like,
Right.
okay, these characters are dope, but we don't see a lot of them. You know,
Right.
it's just they giving it to us, but they're not giving it to us. But without going through all that, I decided. I said, you know something? If nobody else is going to do it, then I don't. Excuse my language, but it's like fuck it. I'm going to go ahead and do it myself.
oh no,
Fuck it.
it's
That's
fine.
right. That's
You know
right.
what I'm saying?
Fuck it.
I'm gonna do it myself, and whatever it is that I need to do, I'm gonna do it. But it was one of those things that, again, like me and my friends, we will talk about. It's like, how can we actually make a black-centered anime without it being like a black activist or some type of political, how can we make something that's authentic
Right.
that everybody can watch and you're actually making some movement, you actually making change and changing the narrative when you're watching not just black but anything that's ethnic.
Mhm.
You see what I'm saying? Because when we watch Dragon Ball or anything else, we're not thinking about skin color, we're not thinking about nothing, we're just trying to be entertained
Right.
and just be like, oh man, that fight scene was amazing, or the storyline was, oh, it's so dope. That's all we're thinking about. But for somehow, some reason, when it comes to us, it always goes back into the line of race. So it's one of those things. How can you put a product out that can just kill all that noise? And it's just a dope ass anime, and it's undeniable. And there's nothing you can't say except
And
I don't
because of
like it.
you, it's going to have a great soundtrack.
Right.
And that's what I'm trying to do. That's exactly what I'm right now. I'm actively working with a Grammy nominated Nicolay, from Foreign
Yeah.
Exchange, you
Whoa.
know, Little Brother and all of them. So we're definitely trying to make some things actually happen. You see what I'm saying? But
I, yes.
yeah, like showcasing
I
my
feel
music,
like
showcasing some of my friends, it's a platform that I feel like can really just change a lot of things from head to toe.
yeah. I feel like us, like we create and control cool, right? Like anime was always a thing, but it really didn't start popping until we came out and said like, "Yo, we watch this." Then it took off.
Hmm.
So then they started making characters that look like us instead of characters that look like Popo.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
From
That
because
that part.
yes, because Mr. Popo was a watermelon man.
Right, right, right.
So
Yeah. I'm
so
telling you, camera
but
straight.
but it's not us. So they're not going to cater towards us.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you for people like you who decide to carry the torch and make it for us.
Yeah, I'm definitely trying to. Like I said, my whole thing is really changing the narrative when it comes to the black creator in this space or whatever may have you. You see what I'm saying? Because right now, I don't want to talk about it so much because I don't want to get into that battle. But we have brothers out here who's in this space who's actually trying to do something, but it's still that crabs in the barrel mentality of
Mm.
it's a rat race when it's like it shouldn't be. You see what I'm
Right.
saying? You can have your perspective on it and still like win for us. You know what I mean? You can still do it without having to be out there like that. So that's what I'm trying.
Right.
It's hard. I know I'm going up a uphill battle, but it's something that I'm willing to take on because I know when I get to the other side, when the thing actually does hit, it's going to make so much noise. It's about to shake
Oh
up
yeah,
the whole
definitely.
entire anime world. You see
Yes,
what I'm saying?
definitely.
Yeah.
Like even these cats that's out here calling us night skins and all that, they ain't gonna have no choice but to love it. Just like those KKK members that like to wear Jordans, they're not gonna have no choice but to love it. You see what I mean?
Right.
So that's
Right.
what I'm pushing towards.
Do you have a favorite anime or are you drawing from anime for inspiration right now?
My favorite anime is with me being a musician. My favorite anime is Kids on the Slope. Love the anime,
Oh
and
snap!
yeah, I love the anime. Man, that's one of my. It's like it's tied between that one and Hajime no Ippo. Those are like
Hey.
yeah, those are
Yes,
my favorite ones
yes,
right there, man.
yes. Hajime no Ippo is
hmm
definitely GOAT status right now, though.
You, bruh.
Definitely goat status.
Yeah, it definitely should get some more light. What's his name? Takahamaru, the
Yeah,
heavyweight. He should get
yeah.
his own anime. Like I love,
Right.
what I'm saying, Evo, but dude fought a bear, man. It's like, come on, man.
Yo,
Like,
But yeah,
are
those
you
are my two.
watching?
Those are my two.
you can't
Hmm?
argue with a man that fought a bear.
No, no, you cannot.
But
Win
yeah,
or
man. So
lose,
like I
give that
said,
man
I'm
his
I'm
respect.
actually drawing inspiration from a lot of different animes. Of course, you can see Dragon Ball in there. You can see Aroni Kenshin. You can see that in there. Uh, what else? Hunter X Hunter. There's a lot of different things that I'm actually pulling from to create this nice gumbo for everybody.
Nice, nice.
Hmm
Can you talk more about the character in the show? Like I don't want to like get into it too much, like giving something away, but I
hmm
do want to give a taste to the people.
Yeah, sure, for sure. Well, basically, the character name is Sin. It's Sin. A lot of the actual show is kind of loosely based off of the Bible. You know what I'm saying? Like the essence of the Bible, not the stories of the Bible per se.
Right.
So the
Okay.
character's name is Sin. You see, because we were all supposedly born in sin. You see what I mean? And the antagonist, his name is Seikatsu. Seikatsu in Japanese means life. So
Okay.
basically, it's an analogy on how we all face life. That's our biggest, you know,
Yeah.
challenge is trying to get through life.
Uh.
You see, but basically, Sin, he, like I said, he is trying to find out who he is as a person because his race, he's a fourth ranger, and the fourth rangers were all wiped out, thousands of years ago. Which I will be having a web series in the next few months that's going to like really
Hey.
talk about the fourth
Yes.
bringers. So when the actual series does pop, y'all will understand what's going on with Sin. But he's a
Nice.
fourth bringer, and his parents have been trying to protect him for so long from Seikatsu. Because again, like I said, Seikatsu doesn't like the fourth bringers since their sole purpose is to kill him. I'm gonna the show the web series will let you know why. You know,
Okay.
so they've
Okay.
been trying to protect him from Seikatsu. But
Nice.
as in all animes, the parents got to go. They got to go. They can't stay around. They got to die. You know what I'm
Gotta
saying? So
go.
The
Yeah,
parents
rest
going
in
is
peace.
chapter one of character development.
It's like, you have loving parents, gotta go.
Gotta
Exactly. Hold on. Is this a
go.
cartoon or an anime? Is it Disney? They got to go. Is it anime? They got to go. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it
Oh,
brings
you
it
got a
brings out
strong you
development.
got a strong brother, gotta go.
Got to go. But yeah, so Seikasu takes out, his father or whatnot, because his father, they were supposed to go to Heaven's Gate together. Mother died in childbirth, and everything will be told in the actual story, because this is very story driven. It took me years
It
to write
sounds
this
very
story,
story driven.
you know. Yeah, it took me
Yeah.
a long time with the characters. Like I wrote storylines for all the characters, not just the main character. So everything
Oh,
can feel as authentic as possible. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So yeah, Sin, he was supposed to go to Heaven's Gate to unlock his fourth bringer power, because for some reason he cannot unlock his fourth bringer power. It's like he's right in between it. He's innately gifted when it comes to combat, but he just can't unlock it all the way. Like a fourth bringer they're innately just powerful. They can transform into their sacred form at will, but for him, he just can't. So it's one of those things where the mother told him, "Hey, look, you need to take him to Heaven's Gate, which is like the Eden. It's like the Eden,
Okay. Okay.
So it's basically the same world. It's in the same world. Heaven's Gate is more or less like Wakanda, if you want to say. It's there, but nobody can find it. You can't find it.
Right.
If you're not a
okay.
part of that society, you can't find it.
Right.
So
Nice.
the mother told, hey, you need to take him to Heaven's Gate so he can unlock his power, because he's the one that's going to change everything. He's the one that's going to change everything. But before that could happen, Seikasu
Yeah.
takes out his pops, and his pops is
Yeah.
like, hey man, hey bro, hey,
Right.
you on your own now, man. I should have taught you how to cook. I don't know what you're gonna do, but you got to go to Heaven's Gate on your own. You see, so his whole thing is he has to go to Heaven's Gate. He doesn't know where it is, but he goes out anyway, and he gets into a battle with somebody who's been watching him for a while, because Seikatsu wants him alive. Like I said, the show will tell everybody why he left him alive, why he kept him alive.
Okay.
But you had this guy named Utsubuyo, is one of his strongest soldiers, one of his strongest generals. Had him watch him for years and years, try to figure out what it is, his abilities and so on and so forth. But it was already told. He said, "Hey, look, if he leaves his house, y'all have every right to go ahead and take him out." And there's a reason for that too. It will let you,
Oh,
the
snap.
story will let you know. So he goes out there, starts fighting everybody. The ninjas are called shogai. Shogai in Japanese means like hurdles, or trials or tribulations and stuff like that. Again, going off of what we go through in life. Like I'm
Right.
trying to make this anime basically talk about all of us.
Right.
What we go through. But so the ninjas, he fights the ninjas, take them out. Next day he goes against the guy named Utsubuyo, the general. Starts fighting him. He gets his ass whooped. He's getting trashed, put in the dirt. He thought he was this amazing dude that his father and mother told him that he was the greatest, but he finds out he's not that good.
Nice.
Smack back to reality.
Exactly. But through the fight, what ends up happening, he ends up unlocking his sacred form, and
Okay.
he goes in on Utsubuyo. He like, hey, it's not fair the way he treats him. You see what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
And after the fight is over, he comes back to his base form, and he doesn't know like how he did it. He doesn't remember the fight, and this is where the story starts, because now you're looking at Sin trying to go to Heaven's Gate, but at the same time, he really wants to know, who the hell is he? You know what I'm saying? Like, who is he?
Mm.
How can he transform again? Because he doesn't know where Heaven's Gate is. So it's like, if I can find out how to transform without going there, then that's what I'm gonna do. You see what I'm saying? So it's like two paths, two journeys in one. And that's how this story could keep going for a very long time, because he has his own personal journey that he's going on, and the actual journey that he's supposed to be on.
Right.
So that's where you see, and you start introducing all these other characters that ends up joining him to find Heaven's Gate, sooner or later. So
Nice. Nice.
yeah, that's basically the
Yeah.
story in a nutshell.
It sounds like the perfect hero's journey.
Hmm. Yeah. And like I said, what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to make this as authentic as possible. Although we know this is a black centered anime, it's not honing in on that. You see what I'm
Right,
saying? It's one of those things where we just gonna go ahead and you already know what it is. We ain't got to
right.
say it. You see it for yourself. You see?
It's it sounds like what Yusuke was trying to be.
Yeah, yeah, trying to be, but
Right.
who knows what happened with that? You know?
So
All
so let
respect,
me
all
ask
respect.
you, are you watching any anime right now?
Right now, man, I'm not watching anything because everything that I'm doing right now is so hard. I didn't think it was going to be this hard to try to get this anime, and again, I'm doing music at the same time, so I'm basically burned out. That's why I'm out here now trying to get my mind right to try to figure out what the next move is going to be, you know, to make sure that everything is done right. You know, we got an amazing cast for this. You know, they're just waiting for me to do what I need to do to get this on there. And I'm tapped out right now. I've been paying for this for years, but it's just to a point now I've wasted all my bank because this is very important to me. This is very important, you know. Like we all
Yeah.
need this. Like we all need this. And like I said, if I have to take that choice,
The world is not ready for someone like you. You're different. But in time, they will be. Then, it's time.
so be it. If I have to do whatever, that's what I'm gonna do. I didn't want to do a Kickstarter, but I have to. This $10,000 is killing. Like that's all, like everything that I done spent. It is just this little bit for me to,
Hey,
you know.
brother, when
Mhm.
it comes to these projects, there's no shame in Kickstarter. I'll tell you that
No shame
right
at
Yeah.
now.
all.
That
Mhm.
we as a team know several people who have their projects got off the ground off Kickstarter. One of them
Right.
also an anime.
Hmm.
So
True.
that's what it's here for. But
Hmm.
It's
That's
just
true.
it's
That's
more
true.
proof that people want it.
exactly.
That's true.
Not
That's true.
not only does it mean they want it, they want to be a part of it.
Hmm.
They want to be
Right.
a
Right.
part
Right.
of it, and they're willing to put out dollars to say to prove it.
Hmm. Now, for my case, I know it's a little, how can I say, confusing because my standards are so high. You know, and when people watch my trailers, they feel like it's already out when it's not. When it's like I'm
Right,
trying to show
right.
people this is.
That was me.
You see what I'm
That
saying?
was
It's
me. Right.
confusing. So when I say people tell people that, hey, look, I got a Kickstarter and I need y'all help, it's like, wait, what are you talking about? I want to watch this. What are you talking about? Kickstarter? No, Kickstarter. I want to see the show. Forget that Kickstarter, you know. But it's
Yes.
good at the same time because now I see that I have to come out a little bit more, be a little bit more vocal, let everybody know what's going on with the project, you know, whatever it needs to be. That's what I'll do.
How do you have a? Are you close to having a pilot?
Yeah, that's what I need. I actually need everything finished in order to have a package to go to these different networks right now. You know, there's a few of them that I'll be able to talk to that we have access to. You know,
Okay.
so I just make sure they, and again, I'm a nobody. You see what I'm saying? And a lot of times when they talk to these different people, they either have to have somebody of notoriety that's been in the game, or you have to have something that's so authentic that it's like, we want this. So I have to go there like on time. I got to make sure that all my T's are crossed, all my I's are dotted, and there's nothing that they can say except it was great, but we just can't take it right now. But we got to make sure that we're on our game before we step in there. You see?
Right. Right.
Mhm.
But because we gotta work twice as hard to get half as far. So to get in the room, like it gotta be exquisite. So
The one
Exactly.
but it,
the one thing I definitely picked up just from watching another creator, Vivzy Pop,
Mhm.
already secure merchandising your things.
Yeah.
Because like she already had her merchandising locked down. So when she got her deal with A24, they tried to discuss merchandising. She was like, "Oh no, that's already done. Don't worry about that." And
Hmm.
and that is actually helping fund her other projects.
Right. Right.
But it wouldn't have happened without that pilot though when it came in her case. So
Hmm.
yeah, cr- dot them I's and cross those motherfucking T's because no, look, they'll tell you they send me pilots for shows all the time,
Hmm.
and I have looked at like the first 8 minutes of them, and they will go straight into the shadow realm. No, I'm keeping it a bean.
I got you. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But if you get me in the first 8 minutes, I'm like, yo, you got a hit.
Hmm. It's funny that you say that because, like I said, not with what we're trying to do with the pitching deck and everything. I'm trying to come out with this web series at the same time. Like I said, this is a chess match when you're trying to do something like this. So we're coming out with the web series at the same time to get the people. So when we're out here doing these pitches, the web series will be out and it's going to be like, hey, look, people are wanting to see this. You can
right
see the numbers for yourself right here. So like I said, we got to play chess. So
when
when the web, mhm.
when's the World Series going to drop?
Again, I'll let that's to be determined right now because we got a lot of things going on. We're trying to make sure everything looks right. Everything is as if we're having an actual show because we want this thing to be on time. You said,
Yeah.
although it's only going to be 8 minutes, just like you said, it's going to be 8 minutes. So we got to make sure in those 8 minutes, everybody's already hooked and say, I want more of Broken Beat, you know?
Right.
Hmm.
Well, look, we're definitely cheering for you.
I appreciate that. I appreciate it. I need
Definitely
all the
cheering for
support that I
you.
can get.
Like I said, when I seen the trailer, I'm like, oh, where is this at? I gotta watch this real quick. So
Yeah,
it looks amazing.
yeah, it's nowhere.
So
But
so
I want to. Got any questions for her before we end the show?
I was gonna say what cartoons were you watching? What cartoons did you grow up on?
Man, shoot, I was in La La Land, bruh. Let me see, Transor Z, or what they call it, Monster, Megzinger Z, Voltron, the Silverhawks, Brave Star, Cops.
Hey,
Man, look here, you gonna have me go
hey,
the G.I. Joe, Transformers. Man, come
he
on, man.
went.
The Paw Bears. A lot of people don't even know what that is.
He went
Man,
to
I
the
was in La
crate.
La Land, man.
He
Yeah.
went to the crate with that jaw. The Silver
Right,
Hawk
Silverhawks. I was like, God damn,
Get Mask, all of that. You know
mask.
what I'm saying?
mask.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah, man.
Cops. Cops
Hmm.
was Cops was one of my favorite cartoons growing up, man.
Yeah, man. A lot
Those
of
are the
people don't like Brave
those were the
Star. A
only
lot of people don't give
those were
it
the only
credit. Like
cops
Brave
I
Star was
trusted.
that.
Right.
Those were the only cops I trusted.
Long arm of the law, man.
That was spelled as water.
I think hey, look here. I think they went ahead and canceled cops because there was a brother that was the head of the department. They said, "Hey man, who did this? Who allowed this to happen? Take that off the air now. Put Captain Planet in this place." You know.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, man. But yeah, like the Dragon Balls, of course, man. Dragon Ball and Gungrave and just a lot of other animes that I really got into. Yeah, Gungrave was that joint, man.
Yeah,
I love Gungrave, man. Yeah, man.
When did you realize? When did you realize that you was a geek?
Man, I knew that since I was a kid, man. My dad was the one to put me on. My dad was the first nerd. So he was like, come here, my child. Let me bestow this geekness onto you. Get on into these constant flicks. To these Shaw Brothers, man. Come on with me.
Pop a real one. You're a real one for that.
Yeah, man. So he's the one who put me on. So yeah, I always knew I was, how can I say? I used to tell everybody in high school, man, I'm the coolest nerd you ever gonna know. You know what I'm saying? I stood on it. I always stood on it.
Yeah, I was the same way. My pop, still to this day, he's a comic collector. So now I collect comics. Like growing up, I started reading them. He started showing me his comics. Now I collect comics and everything else too. So yeah, man, pop the same way. Yeah,
that's super dope. Yeah, man. But shoot, like I said, a lot of times they try to say our pops don't be involved, but yeah, he's the reason why I'm here like this here.
Oh yeah, let me tell you, man. My dad gave me like all his comics because he was stock, right? He had stock collecting when I was young. So I had a first issue Superman where he couldn't fly. He could just jump. And I had a first issue Batman where his suit was gray.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. So I went away to college and my mom's house burnt down. All those comics he gave me burnt down.
Oh my God.
Oh man.
Nico. Yeah, man. I looked up the price. Man. That first issue Superman and Batman is like $10 million.
Yeah, that one right there, that hurts. That hurts me. Just listening to it, that hurts me.
Hey, Nico.
Hi.
That's the queen. That's the queen right there.
Hey, how's it going?
I'm good. Just had to pop in, check on y'all and stuff.
Well, yeah, we're actually just kicking it with Chaotic Theory here, and he's got an amazing project coming out, and I can't wait.
Can
you tell me more about it?
Rich, you can tell her about it.
What's that?
About Broken Beat.
Oh, we're gonna do it again. Okay. Well, shoot, I'll go ahead and break it down again.
Mine 12, right?
Yeah, I'll break it down again. So, what do you want to know as far as the show is concerned?
Give the pitch. Pitch
the
show.
Elevator pitch.
Nah, I ain't doing all of that. But okay, but nah, what do you actually want to know? What do you want to know as far as characters are concerned? Do you want to know about the lore, the world? What would you like to know?
The world. Let's start there. The universe.
Okay, well, basically, the world it's a alternate Earth. It isn't like this one here. The world is called the Second. You have the Second, and you also have another area called Heaven's Gate, which is pretty much the birthplace of everything in existence. So Heaven's Gate is basically like the Garden of Eden, if you want to say that, because that's where everything started. And again, I don't want to give too much away because once the actual show comes out, you'll see how everything formulates within itself. But yeah, everything kind of branches out from there. And the antagonist, his name is Seikatsu. He's the creator god. He's pretty much he's one of the ones who created humans and other beings that's in the Second. And his whole thing is all about balance. And he's so up on balance to where things are becoming unbalanced. You see what I'm saying? So in the world, you have a lot of things going on to where now you have the protagonist, Sin, who's the only one that can actually bring things back into balance. So Yeah, the world's going to be like when you see the different races and so on and so forth. It's going to be very interesting when people actually get introduced to a lot of people.
That's amazing. That's
Mhm.
super dope. Like, we
Yeah,
need
I can't
more
wait
of
for the
these.
anime to come out.
We need more Black stories being told. You know, we need more Black people working in these industries and doing this stuff, especially within the nerd community.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. Like I was telling them, it's one of those things of how can you put out a Black product without it being on, activism type of deal. Because when you do
Yeah.
something like that, a lot of times, yeah, they'll give it to us, but it'll just be like, here's a cookie. Now shut up. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Now, how can you do it to
Mm-hmm.
where you really stepping on their neck and it's like, yeah,
It's like,
you
damn.
want more, don't you? You want
Right.
more, don't you? You see
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Because now you're on equal playing field with all the bigger titles like Dragon Ball Z and all these other ones. Because it's undeniable. It's nothing you can say. You know what I'm saying? Because you want to eat it. I'm not going to shove it down your throat because you want to come back and get more. Your next going to be scratching for it. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's one of those things that we got to make sure we play it right. To where now, like I told them before, you changing the narrative of everything, of how everybody was thinking about, when it comes to Black creation and Black creators in general.
Yep. That is precisely correct.
Yeah, like I say, I mean, you can call it arrogance or whatever, but Broken Beat's gonna be the one.
It ain't.
I'm telling you right now, Broken Beat's gonna be the one to have everybody scratching their head.
You claiming it, and you
Yeah.
should.
Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like skinheads, everybody gonna be sitting there trying to sneak from the family watching Broken Beat. Like, ugh, I can't wait till the next episode. Yeah.
You might get harassed. Like Issa got harassed on Twitter every Sunday. They're like, "Yo, can we get like 45 minutes?" They're like, "No, the show's only 30 minutes, bro."
It's gonna be one of
Things
them
gonna
series
change up though.
that they hate the love. Like this thing is amazing, but it's all Black. I don't want to support it, but it's good.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, but it's so short. It should be like, especially in the beginning, because then there you go. You got that itch and that scratch. Like, so when the next episode coming out?
And it's like, hey, when is the next episode coming out? Right. Well, if you subscribe to our Patreon, we can get on.
Exactly.
Are you gonna go the Patreon route if it get
Well, to
greenlit?
be honest, as of right now, seeing like I said, I've done a lot of groundwork. And again, there's nothing wrong with Kickstarter, but I wanted to try to stay away from it because I wanted just to jump out of the box and be like, boom, we're here. But again, you know how life goes. You got to try to move with the punches, go with the flow. So no, we're not going to go the Patreon route because once we meet this goal, we'll be able to have the package, like I said, and we'll be able to go over here and hit these pictures up. And somebody's going to say, yeah, I don't see why there's no way that they can say no because, we have animators who's animated for Dragon Ball and One Piece. So there's no way I don't see them saying no. You see what I mean? So
we're learning animation now in school. I am in the midst of getting my bachelor's degree in digital art and design, which is basically graphic design and special effects, mostly motion graphics though. Motion graphics, special effects, special visual effects, stuff like that. Like learning how to key as far as like in green screen, learning how to add elements, to video and whatnot, 2D animation, character rigging. Like we're learning a lot of that stuff, and pretty soon I'll be into 3D, learning how to create assets and elements for 3D use and whatnot within, the special effects realm. So
that's dope because you get into that 3D, that's money there.
Yeah, that's the plan. That's
Yeah.
the plan. But I could work in any industry with my degree because everybody needs design.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody needs design. Everybody
needs design.
And everybody wants to animate now.
Yeah, that's a fact. This is the best time if you're trying to do anything with animation, this is the best time.
Yeah.
It's almost like the gold rush right now.
Right. I posted a walk cycle from one of my favorite games. Mass Effect, I did a walk cycle of Liara. I only chose her because I felt like her outfit was the simplest to
Mm-hmm.
create. Although I think I got lost in the details, so I didn't have a lot of time to do everything that I wanted to do. Only because I only had a few days. Like I only had like a week to complete it, so it was like 5 days. So it was just like, all right, well, what can I accomplish within this X amount set of days? And so that's kind of how I did that. But I posted that on my Instagram. That's
That's
the only one of my works that I actually put out into the ether and just left it dangling. I don't feel comfortable. I don't like it. I think I might delete it. I don't know. I'm a perfectionist.
mm.
I'm like, nah.
So how many days left do you have on the Kickstarter?
I have right now, I believe it's 49 now. It's enough time to get what
Okay.
I need.
Oh yeah, you
All
definitely
right.
gonna hit the mark, and, and we definitely gonna help you hit that mark too.
Yeah,
We're
I
gonna
appreciate it.
promote that Kickstarter for you and everything, man. Because
I appreciate
I
it.
personally want to see this get made.
Because once it gets down to 12, I might have to start jacking little kids for their chains.
Oh Lord. Oh Lord.
Getting desperate. But yeah,
Right.
yeah, we should have
Look,
enough time.
I don't want to keep you because I know it's almost like 12 o'clock in the morning over in
Right.
Dubai.
Yeah.
So I want you to get your rest. So I want to say thank you for coming on, man. We're gonna make sure all the links for the Kickstarter and everything else is down in the description below. So please make sure you support it because I want to see it get made, and I know y'all want to see it get made because it's for us and by us.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
How about this? Like, if y'all donate to his Kickstarter, I might show my boobs.
Stop. But seriously, guys, Broken Beats anime. Be on the lookout for it. It's definitely going to be coming your way. We want to thank Creative Theory for coming through
And if
today.
y'all fund his Kickstarter, you might see my boobs.
There you go. And
You know what I'm doing.
we want to thank you guys for
That's
tuning
a
in
stretch
today.
goal. We're gonna make it a stretch goal.
Hey man,
We,
listen. If they meet the goal and succeed and exceed it, boobs. Mixed
There
boobs.
you go.
we want to thank you guys for tuning in today.
And he's not affiliated with that at all. This is my choice.
Just
That's funny.
Well, you know,
no,
you gotta put the disclaimer out there.
but no, we want to seriously thank you again for coming through, and we also want to thank our listeners for coming through. We always appreciate you guys letting our voices roll around in your head, and for the folks out there on YouTube, we want to thank you guys for tuning in. We appreciate you. We hope you're subscribed, and we hope you're hitting that like button and hitting that bell so you can get all of your Amerime media needs.
All right. Peace, guys.
Hey, I
Hey.
appreciate y'all bringing me on, man. Thank you
Thank
again.
you for showing up, man. Appreciate it.
Yes,
Peace.
sir.
Hi, everybody. This is Corey Salted True Floyd for Amerime Media, and I hope you enjoyed this podcast video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and don't forget to check out our other videos right over here. You have a good one. See you around.